Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage the wonderful Steve Bugeja!
Hey, nice to meet you. I'm Steve. I'm a bit of a bad boy. Does that come across? No, I'm not. But I've been trying to be a bit cooler. Recently, I broke the law for the very first time. Right? Yeah. I did drugs. Fuck the system, right? Yeah, I went to Copenhagen to do it, right? Because I'm not going to fuck our system. I'm not stupid. I'm going to fuck someone else's system. I'm not like Saudi Arabia or Dubai. I'm not going to fuck their system. Their system seems pretty unfuckable. I went to Copenhagen, right? In Copenhagen, there's a bit called Christiana where they just sell you drugs and they don't stop them doing it. And I was like, that's my kind of law breaking, you know, because it's actually allowed, right? So I went there to do marijuana, right? I'm not really a drug kind of guy. I switched to decaf at 4, you know? So I went for it. Now, my friend Ian came with me. He smoked his marijuana, but I'm not going to smoke it. That makes me cough, right? So what I did is they had, like, market stalls where they were selling, like, biscuits with the weed, like, built in. Because I know the slang. Like, it was built-in weed, you know, into the biscuits. And I love biscuits. I was like, flipping, I'll have a weed biscuit. I was so excited. I was like, 1 weed biscuit, please. Have you got any crack cookies? Any heroin hobnobs? I was going to do it. First time doing drugs. I was so excited. But this is where the story gets very lame, because I had to check the dietary requirements of the biscuit because I am quite severely lactose intolerant. Yeah. So picture the scene. I had to ask a drug dealer whether he put milk into his biscuit. It was the most pathetic thing you've ever seen in the entire world. Most people, when they buy drugs, it's like, do you want some drugs, man? Yeah, sure. But when I do it, it's like, oh, milk upsets my tummy. Like, it's so... You cannot ask the dietary requirements of drugs. Like, you just can't do it. Like, excuse me, is there any milk in this weed? Is this heroin gluten-free? Is this cocaine fair trade? It never is. But and I'm not exaggerating, my lactose intolerance is severe. Like, it's bad. Like, if I have milk in me, it's coming out, you know? Like, and I can't... And no one takes it seriously, by the way, lactose intolerance as a disability. It's not one of the... Yeah, we've got some fans in, shitting themselves over there. Like, it's a nightmare, isn't it? No one cares about us, lactose intolerance people. Like, it's not one of the big disabilities. You're not going to see it at the Paralympics anytime soon, you know? You're never going to see the starting 100 metres of the Paralympics. One person's, like, got one leg and one person's lost an arm and then one person's like... When I eat Baby Bell, I shit myself. Oh, you're so brave. How'd you do it? So I went to the weed man. I had to check the content. So I was saying to him, milk, but he was Danish. He was heavily Danish. So he couldn't speak in English. Do you know what I was saying? He got his boss over, who spoke much better English, but his boss had an eye patch on, which, yeah, that rang alarm bells immediately. I don't trust anyone with an eye patch, right? That's been my policy since Hook, right? So he was a bad egg, wasn't he? And so the Hook man, he told me there was no milk in the biscuit, but I was like, no, I'm not trusting you, mate. What if they put milk in that side of the biscuit and you just weren't fucking looking now? I feel bad saying that, but I was on edge, right? But I thought, come on, Steve, you're here to be a bad boy, right? Eat the biscuit. So I ate it. Now, what I did not know is that turns out eating drugs is far, far more potent than smoking it. I didn't read that on Wikipedia. A sip of this biscuit was the equivalent of 1 spliff. So in 10 minutes, I ate 6 spliffs, which is too many for someone who's wearing a jumper their grandma bought them. It's a lovely jumper, but not a drug jumper, Grandma. And you might think I was naive for eating the whole biscuit, by the way. Maybe, right? But I always eat a whole biscuit, right? That's what I thought that's the quantity they wanted me to eat it in. You know, I never share a biscuit. You know, I've never gone, hey, lads, do you want to come round? I've got a custard cream. Let's make a night of it. You know? Because they don't pick up the phone. I ate the whole biscuit, right? I was fine for the first hour. I was just normal Steve, talking about trains and stuff. And then the weed, like, must have gone into my digestive system and into my bloodstream, and the first, like, alarm bell, like, the first symptom that I thought something maybe wasn't quite right, I thought I was going to die, you know? You know when you think you're going to die? I was just in the middle of this market with Ian, and I was like, I'm having killing me. Oh, my lazy eyes going. Fucking, obviously I've got a lazy eye. That's part of the requirement of being on the show. And then I'm dying. The biscuit's killing me. I think I'm having a heart attack. Oh, it's the man running a little bars. I'm so sorry. I'm having a heart attack. I shouldn't have eaten the whole biscuit, should I? No, I know. I don't know. I switched to decaf at 3. See, I don't normally do. You don't want some milk? I was like, no, I can't have it. I can't. And my brain turned against me. It went so nasty, my brain. My brain was like, Steve, you idiot. Why did you do drugs? You don't normally do drugs. You booked a Segway tour for tomorrow. You were looking forward to the Segway tour, weren't you? Now you've ruined the Segway tour with your Pablo Escobar behaviour. And then my brain started bringing up regrets, horrible memories from the past that I'd forgotten about and suppressed. It was like, Steve, hey, Steve, do you remember that time? Do you remember that time when you were younger and you had sex with a girl and then said thank you after? She said, you're welcome. Do you remember, Steve? She gave you a phone number, but only had 10 digits. That's not enough. You need 11, don't you? You always count now. I thought I was going to die, right? I thought I was walking around the market trying to get people to call my next of kin. Ian dragged me to a supermarket, and he wanted to get some food in me, but I'm not going into a supermarket, right? I'm paranoid by this point. It's full of milk. Fuck that. So I waited outside the supermarket, and Ian sat me in one of those cars. You know those, like, toy cars for kids outside supermarkets? He sat me in one of those, and I remember vividly being like, Ian, I cannot drive. This is not safe. I don't know the Danish rules. I don't know where this Danish noddy wants to go to. I don't know how to hold the steering wheel over here, because back in the UK, you hold it at 10 o'clock and 2 o'clock, but maybe in Denmark, it's 11 and 3 because of the time difference. Like, I was so... The moral of that story, guys, is do not trust someone with an eye patch. Because that biscuit did have milk in it. And I found out shitting myself next to a Danish noddy. So I guess what I'm saying is I'm single. Yeah. I've had better holidays. I recently went to Japan. Went to Japan, yeah. It's amazing. Japan's my favourite country I think I've ever been to in my entire life. It's such an incredible place. Japanese people are so friendly. They're so friendly. I don't know what my granddad is going on about. I think they're a good bunch, right? You flippin' it. Give it a rest, granddad. They're on our team now. But the best thing... Something about Prisoner Raw. I don't listen to him. But the best thing about Japan, guys, by far, right? The food's good, the history's all right, but by far the best thing about it is the toilets, right? Japanese toilets are like next-generation toilets, right? They're making us look stupid over here. They've got so much great stuff. Right, the first thing you notice about a Japanese toilet is when you sit down, the loo seat is hot. Like, it's got a heated loo seat, and it's so comfortable and warm on your bum. And not like here, when you sit down and it's hot, and you're like, oh... Oh, no, someone's been here, haven't they? Oh, it's really warm. It must have been recent. Oh, feels like someone's been nesting an egg on this damn thing. In Japan, it's intentional. It's lovely. The second flourish of the Japanese toilet is there's, like, buttons on the side which you can press, and it, like, jets water, like, in to you. Like, it goes right in, mate. Like, properly. I did not know I was into that, but I am into it. And what a place to find out, a KFC in Shibuya. Oh, my God. I went for a poo, but I came back for the colonic. Like, I was shitting away for hours. Like, oh, that's amazing. Like, so good. And by the way, how much more hygienic is that than what we're doing? Using water to clean makes much more sense than using scraps of paper like we do. We're in the fecal stone age compared to the Japanese. And also, our public toilet roll dispensers don't even function very well, do they? They don't even work, our public toilet roll. You know the ones I hate the most? You'll know them. You know the big round blue ones that stick to the wall, yeah, with a little hole in the middle. Just a tiny little cat's arsehole in the middle. That just gives you one sheet of paper at a time. It doesn't trust you, does it? One at a time. Don't be greedy, Steve. Just one at a time. One at a time. One at a time. But then the jeopardy is if you pull that paper just ever so slightly wrong... It's disappeared inside the arsehole. Oh, God, I'm going to have to think outside the box now. I just had a curry. Oh, do I need socks today? And the thing is, you can still see the paper, can't you? It's taunting you through the blue perspex, but you can't touch it. It's like a loo roll aquarium in there, and you can't get to it, can you? You can't open the plastic bit, because there's a lock on the top, and there's a key lock. Who's got that key on their key ring? I don't know how you get into that. And I don't think you can ring up a locksmith in that emergency, can you? Hello, I've locked myself out the toilet roll again. Hurry up. I'm in a KFC in Covent Garden. Can you bring some socks? You know? The final flourish of the Japanese toilet, right? This is the best bit. When you're finished and you've flushed, there's like a hose on the side which you can detach, and then you can like jet clean any stuff that's left on the sides. So efficient and hygienic compared to what we have for that exact same issue. Yeah, because what we do over here is next to the toilet, we just keep a stick. Sorry. In my throat. A stick with shit on it. That's what we have, a little shit stick. It sits there, doesn't it? We've all got one. Don't pretend you're above the shit stick. We've all got a shit stick, and let's be honest, it's not clean, is it? We've all got a dirty shit stick, and we're trying to remove more stuff with it in the bowl. It's like fighting fire with fire. And you see it gets even worse, and then we think, yeah, I'm just going to store that on the floor. That's what I do. In a little cup. That's what I'm going to put that. In the room that I want to clean myself. Let's put it about 1 metre from my toothbrush. That's where I want that. About toddler heights. What can go wrong? Hey, you've been so lovely. I've been Steve Bugeja. Thanks so much for having me. I'll see you again soon. Thank you.